You can turn off your cameras, would be great.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Josh Denny, live from Israel here on the VisionCast Sunday evening. We do this VisionCast every week, and the goal, of course, is to bring to you the best of the best that are in the business currently, that are explaining exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, so you can accelerate your business, shorten your learning curve, and accomplish your goals, your dreams, and the aspirations you have for you and your family. My name is Josh Denny. I have the privilege of hosting today. We have some great special guest speakers we're going to be introducing to you shortly. But I want to let you know that Secret, first and foremost, is a skincare company. Our goal is to deliver the highest quality and best possible products to the marketplace, to the consumers, at the best possible price. We're going to continue to add to our product line as the years go by, and we've done an incredible job at developing the very best products as it pertains to skincare. And what's amazing is this company has just recently moved from the retail space, where we've had almost 1,000 retail locations in 40 countries around the world, selling over $1 billion worth of these products retail, into the direct selling relationship marketing space, which is where you and I have a tremendous opportunity. So for those of you that are brand new, that you're just looking at Secret for the first time, understand that you have a massive opportunity, because this company is just shifting, not just here in North America, where this webcast is based, but all over the world, in South Korea, in Australia, in Mexico, Canada, and now into Japan, where we're just launching, and soon to be in a country near you. So we're really excited about what's happening. We want to go first to hear some from our brand new agents that are just starting to experience some of the success. And the first person we want to go out to is Claire. Claire, I know that you just recently made a decision to engage in Secret. You just became an executive agent, which is the first leadership position within the company. Share a little bit about your background, Claire. What did you do before Secret?
So my background, I've been dental assisting since 2009, and some dear friends actually introduced Secrets to me, and I found it as a way. So it's going to be my plan B, and it's going to get me to my why. And I started strong, and I kind of, relaxed a little bit on it, which I shouldn't have. But then my why really hit me hard, and my why is my son, and my why is getting to my son. And it hit me hard, and that's when I said, you know what, I've got to do it. I have to make it. There's no choice for me. This is it, and it's a perfect vehicle.
A dental lab assistant, and part-time you decided to start working in a Secret business because you really want to be with your son. Tell me, what are you doing? I mean, what did you do to become executive so quickly?
Well, it was through teamwork, and that was the only way that it was going to happen. For me, I guess people can do it by themselves and out there being, powerhouses, but I couldn't have done it without my team. One of my agents got really excited while she was in Vegas, and she made it happen. She went from active agent to executive that weekend, which is totally amazing. Yeah, she lit a fire under me. We're running mates, and so then she told me, she's like, well, you're really close, and we're going to do this. I've got this side. You take care of the other side. And it's totally very unselfish of her, and she's developing into a true leader. So reached out to agents on my team, helped them get products that they were missing. Took advantage of one of the promotion deals there, and also had to reach out to my teammates on the other side and have wild parties for them. And they were purchasing products themselves, and if people couldn't get to the wild party, we went to them, and that was really it. Putting products on people was the real key in helping my team grow.
So basically, you are just following the system, making it happen, and becoming an executive agent. Congratulations.
Yes.
Outstanding. Well done. Proud of you. And we look forward to hearing you on future calls.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Congratulations again. Now we're going to go out to Lauren. Lauren not only has 2 shares in the pool, and obviously the global pool. When you go out there and help people become VIP customers just by simply sharing Secret products, you can actually earn shares in the global revenue. It's kind of like profit sharing in a way, where every 10, when you get 10 VIP customers, you get 1 share in the global pool. Now that earns you a percentage of the profit, right? 2% of all the profit worldwide comes into this pool, and you get 1 share of it at 10. Now when you get 5 more, and every 5 thereafter, you get 1 additional share. Lauren has 2. She is the top recruiter for last week, 5 personal recruits for the week. Not only were you on the top leadership boards over the last week, Lauren, you're doing a great job. Tell us a little bit about you and your background before you got involved.
Hi, everyone. So my background is in human resources and payroll, and I have 2 beautiful, amazing children, and they are the reason for it all. And everyone else in my family and all the wonderful people that I care about and want to take care of. I basically was just working so many hours and not being compensated for all those hours. The time was increasing, but the pay wasn't. And I just finally, someone introduced me to this one day, and saw that it was a vehicle for me to be able to change mine and my family, and just build a wealthy community, and anyone else who is in the same boat and isn't happy or satisfied with a 9-to-5 and wants to live like a 1%er. That's me. I don't want to sit behind a desk anymore. I want my life to mean something. I want to get out there and have more time to enjoy life. It's so short. So that's basically what drove and motivates me, and that's why I'm doing Secret.
Well, Lauren, you're doing a great job. What are you doing? I mean, how did you get 2 shares? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there right now that are thinking to themselves, how do I do what you're doing?
Right. Well, it starts with just doing the activity. I mean, I spent so much time in the beginning of this business thinking about how do I do it? What is the secret to secret? What's the magic words that I need to say to people? And I finally realized that I just needed to jump out of my comfort zone and just start talking to people, start getting in front of people. There's really no secret to secret. Just follow the system and get in front of people and rub some salt and mud on them, and they're going to freak out. I mean, it's inevitable. The products just sell themselves. There's no secret to it. You don't have to be a salesman. Just get in front of people. So I just, jumped out of my comfort zone. You can't learn to ride a bike unless you actually get on the bike, So it was just contacting everyone I know, and that's the goal, is to just sort through people, see who wants, the opportunity. I know everyone's going to love the products. I mean, if they don't become an agent, they're going to become a customer, because the products are just amazing, and they're helping so many people. I mean, it's incredible. So it's just a matter of working the system and contacting everyone you know, and helping your team grow. Like Claire said, I mean, it's just all about helping as many other people get what they want. You can have everything that you want. So that's the goal. Just get out there and contact everyone you know and introduce them to Secret, and that's the secret to success.
I can see that you're doing it. You're making it happen. I know you're working with Ben and Lauren Bradshaw, incredible leaders. Congratulations on your success, Lauren. We're all very proud of you, and we respect you and we appreciate you. And we certainly look forward to hearing you on more calls here in the future.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
Excellent. Well, hey, guys. Lauren, thank you. Claire, thank you. You're going to be hearing from more agents. It's not too late to be on next week's call. Right now it's going to close at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast, you got 3 more hours after midnight Pacific, till 3 a.m. Make it happen. Make certain that you're one of the people that we hear from next week. We always hear from either the top VIP customer getter or the top recruiter. You have time. Make it happen. Don't wait. Be like Claire. Be like Lauren. And put the pedal to the metal. Make it happen. And you don't want to just do that for the week. You want to keep doing that. Everyone's asking about, how do you get to a diamond retreat? How do you get to be able to travel the world? I'm certain, no matter where your background, or no matter what your background, no matter where you're from, you're probably like a lot of people, and certainly like I was. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I didn't know how to do it. We talked earlier about, 2 weeks ago we were in Japan. Now we're here in Israel. We're going to be traveling all over the world. And we want you to be able to experience this too. And every year we do an exclusive, special diamond destination. This year, of course, it's in Israel. I'm going to just go over a little bit of what we're doing, a little highlight. And we're going to be doing more trips like this, 5-star, first class, you name it. Everything is the most, I don't even know how to put it into words. All I can tell you is the experience is amazing, and it's worth the effort just for this trip. Forget about the commissions. Forget about all the income you can earn. Yes, that's great. The freedom that you can achieve with your family, that's also awesome. But these trips are amazing, and I'm just going to go through some of the agenda that we have here. Today, I was able to have a picnic on the in the park with my wife. Unbelievable experience walking on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. We met actually at dinner. We had this unbelievable dinner between at around 8:30, and then we went out to an amazing establishment where we enjoyed each other's company. We talked, we danced, we had an amazing time. Monday, tomorrow, and I know it's almost Monday in a few hours for us. In fact, it's around 5:11 a.m. here in Israel. But tomorrow we're going to have a breakfast between 7:30 and 10:30. At 11 to 6, we're able to tour the actual manufacturing facility, and then we have lunch in Nazareth, where Jesus was, actually grew up. Jesus was there. We're going to explore the holy city, all the ancient sites. We're going to be able to really experience Israel, the Holy Land, which is phenomenal. I don't care what religion or what your faith is. There's an origin here in this land, and it is unbelievable what we've got here. And of course, we have dinner at an amazing restaurant that evening, and in old Jaffa. It's going to be phenomenal. You can see some of the cool pictures here. This is just, I don't even know how to put it into words. The company goes above and beyond. Secret's just amazing. And then the next day, on Wednesday, let's see, that's what, just making sure I'm sorry, skip Tuesday, can't skip Tuesday. We actually get to go to Jerusalem and be able to do all sorts of amazing stuff, walking through the land there, experiencing all the amazing sites there. There's so much archaeology, so much history. It's so rich with experience. It's unbelievable. We're going to have dinner at the Notre Dame restaurant. And here's some pictures here. I wish you guys were here right now. I promise you, this is an adventure that you'll never forget, ever, as long as you live. And of course, on Wednesday, we get to go to the Dead Sea. This is where it all happens. This is where our products are based out of, the minerals, the mud. We get to actually bathe in the Dead Sea, or I should say float in the Dead Sea. We're going to be bringing you pictures. We're going to be bringing you video, all sorts of stuff, so stay tuned. Make sure you stay on the Facebook website. If you haven't liked it, like it now so we can give you the updates. But this is going to be an experience unbelievable. Also, Masada. And it's kind of hard to even describe Masada, but Masada is this. It's like one of the highest places above the Dead Sea, and where Herod built this. It was called an impenetrable fortress. And no arrow could reach it. There's this little tiny pathway that only a donkey and some supplies could make it up all the way to the top. And they built this absolute fortress up there, complete with gardens and enough water to actually supply the people who lived up there for a year, with bathhouses. I don't even know how to describe it all. All I know is you've got to be here to experience it yourself. Thursday, we're going to have some more fun at the Dead Sea, and then return to Tel Aviv, where we get to experience some happiness. And I can't go through all the greatness. All I know is you cannot miss this. It's not just the experiences. Yes, we have the travel. Yes, we have the experiences like none other, but we have the company. We have the ability to be around amazing people. That's who I want to introduce you to now. There's two individuals, obviously, you probably heard about, you know of for sure. The first one is Cabinet Ambassador, a Red Diamond agent, Mr. Kai Wen. Kai, come on over here. We've got a true warrior leader here who is constantly working. In fact, we all went out tonight. He didn't. He went to sleep. He got rest to make sure that he was ready for this call to bring you some great information. Kai, explain a little bit about the destination. Obviously, this is the second one you've now been on. Yep. You're one of the fastest people to hit the Red Diamond rank. Yep. Certainly the fastest in North America to get the $1 million ring. I mean, $1 million in a year, man. Not only are you experiencing great success, but you're helping so many others. Explain a little bit about the importance of being at an event like this.
When you talk about $1 million, it's just a blessing, and I want to go back to that. A lot of people say, what is the force behind $1 million ring earner? It's just because people like you. People like John Malone, people like Tiffany, people like Casey Carr, who have been worked tirelessly and just set up the system already in place, right? So when a guy like me who like to work hard coming in, there's a system, there's a machine in place, and I just run with it. So it's not because what.
No. Let me stop you for a second, because I heard this early in my career. People said just run with it. I didn't really know what that meant. Yeah. What does that mean to you, Kai? Like, if you're out there right now, remember being new, I want to run for it. I'm like, all right, I want to be like Kai when. What do I do?
Oh, I don't remember who just on the call earlier and said you don't need to be a salesman, just go out there and do it, right?
Lauren, right?
Now, Lauren, okay. So when I got back to the 5 years ago, I decided to move to Asia and live there. So my English was really bad. If you talk to Craig Halliday, if you talk to Stacy Kessler, they all said my English was so bad they couldn't understand me on the phone. So how was I able to build a pretty significant size of team in a very short very short time when my English was so bad? It's because here's a system that we don't have to go out there and be super good. We just have to go there, work hard, super hard, right? And what is the system? In my 10-year experience, every company I work with, I have to convince a lot of people. I have to be a very smooth at presenting. But with Secret, the wow party is the ingredients. You see, in other companies, we have to convince them the product works, and then we have to convince them it's worthwhile for them to take it and using it and all that kind of stuff. Maybe they have to wait 3 weeks or 3 months. Okay, it takes that long to see the result. With Secret, you can see the result from 15 seconds to 15 minutes. And people will say, how do you show a result in 15 seconds? If you take the peeling gel and you wipe it on somebody's skin, in circle, you will see the dead skin come up. That's 15 seconds. You don't need to wait an hour or 15 minutes, right? Oh. So with the product works that good, why do we have to go out there and do anything different than a wow party? So when you ask me, what is the system? Wow party, right? And so anywhere I go, I say wow party, wow party, wow party, and then that's when I summarize them and make them shorter and precise so people can remember and how to follow. That's the system, S for S, secret to success.
So basically, what you're saying is you stay in front of people nonstop, you're showing them the product.
Yes.
Consistently. So you're showing the product, you're talking about the opportunity, you're asking for some type of decision, you're promoting another event, which is another wow party or whatever, and you just stay in that system.
Yep. The key things about me, Josh, is this. Why would I spend 2 hours convincing you when I can prove the result in 15 seconds to 15 minutes?
So you're not convincing. You're just like, you're showing me the product, and you're basically telling the stories talking about.
That's it.
But the thing is about you that I've noticed is you're just consistent. Like you don't talk to like 3 or 4 people and they say no and you just cry and go home. Yeah. You keep going and keep going and keep going, because I'm sure people say no to you, right?
Wow, if you know my personality, you should expect a lot of no, right? But team sales say very good. Right. What's the worst case if people say no to you? It's a no.
And then you keep going.
Yeah, and just keep going. I don't get upset. At first, I get really upset. My personality like tell me that I also want to kill them. Right? But after that, it's just.
But you don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
No.
But, okay, so I mean, just because I know there's so many people out there, and a lot of them probably got started. I'm sure maybe some of you are like, all right, I just want some part-time income. But some people are like us. They're kind of crazy. Like, I want $1 million. I want to be financially independent. I don't care what it takes, as long as I don't have to break my moral code or do something that's not right. Yeah. If I can do it right and become successful, I'll do it. Yeah. And what you're saying to $1 million is you just kept doing the work.
Well, okay.
I mean, we're just getting in front of people showing the product. Am I right?
If you do the same thing, you can make $700 or $70,000 a month. Which one would you do?
70,000.
Yeah. So keep doing the same thing over and over again. When I got to the network marketing, I want to make $500-700 a month. But after
your background's an engineer,
yes,
right?
Engineer. Okay. I just want part-time income. But if I do the same thing over and over again, just do more, and then I can make $70,000 a month. Well, why would I stay with $700?
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay, last but not least, we want to introduce our next guest here is these diamond trips or any of these leadership. We have an incredible leadership opportunity peak, which you don't have to be a diamond for, coming up here in June. But talking about these specifically, any leadership, why is it important?
now I have to disclose, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
And you might think I'm Buddhist, right? Just kidding. I'm a Christian, graduate, like lived in a Christian family, went to high school Christian, graduated in Christian college, and one of the things I'm passionate about and always want to go is going to Israel. And I just want to learn the history, just because here's the thing. When you are God's children, the number one thing is very important is listen to what He says. That's in the Bible, right? But it's important for you to know where's this thing all coming from, right? You know, I want to know what's going on, right? So I'm always excited at thinking about the idea of going, but it's always come to money and come to time. So it's very hard for me. So last year when I had breakthrough, when I said, man, I got to do a promotion for my leaders to go to Israel. So they can see from what they see, right? So go back to the root. Now, working for Secret, we talk about the Dead Sea, we talk about the miracle, we talk all those kind of stuff. It's important for us to talk when we actually feel it. So in order for us to feel, we got to be submerged into the environment, right? So I'm really excited about how we got the chance to come to the Dead Sea, come to the place where everything started. So when I'm coming home, this is not information anymore. This is the actual feeling because I'm part of it. I'm submerged myself into it. So that's why this trip is so important for the leadership. And I recommend that all of us should work hard so we can have the opportunity to come.
The first step would be going to peak, I'd imagine, right? Making sure you're an executive, make sure you register first. Register.
PIC is the foundation of your success. And if you think about it, if you build into executive and you just duplicate the same thing, because literally, think about executive. You bring in two, and our business model is bring in two, have two, develop two, right? So if you go into PIC as an executive, you get everything ready to go. So from PIC up to the convention in September, just duplicate that, and just like Lauren said, just be in front of people, and ready to go.
I mean, basically that's 3 months, and there's people who've gone diamond in 3 months. So if you're moving into peak, you're going there, you're kind of on a run doing the activity.
Yep.
There's a very good chance to be a diamond by Ignite.
But what is the worst case? What's the worst case?
Worst case? I can't even think of a worst case.
There's no worst case because here's the thing.
You just win. I mean,
you're gonna win if you focus on it. There's no worst case because when you say that, they say, what if I don't make it, right? What if I don't hit it? Actually, that's okay, because everything you've put it right now up to the PIC, right, and then from PIC to the Ignite, it's gonna set you up for something so big. So there's no worst case. Every time we say something, we say, well, so what happens if I don't make it? Well, you will make something so big because of what you laid down from now up to the Ignite event. Absolutely,
and you'll do it now. Guys, I'm excited about this. I know you can be at the next event if you just make that decision now. And an individual I get to introduce, I don't want to embarrass him because he's standing right here, but obviously a visionary, one of the rare individuals you meet in life that are able to see the future in their mind and be able to create it so you and I can live in that reality. And all of us are buying this philosophy, this vision of being able to create a real wealthy community that can affect real change in the world. And that's none other than our CEO and the leader of our organization, someone we both respect. I think all of us respect and admire, Mr. Isaac Benchbot. Brother. So here, why don't you guys sit over here? I'll change over here. There we go. So tell us a little bit about why do we do this, Isaac? Why do we bring leadership together once a year? Why is it important that if you're new, that you want to set a goal to be a part of this?
Sure. So first of all, I'm excited. Obviously, we are in my homeland, Israel, and I was waiting for this trip for a long, long time. As you guys know, since we started with Secret in the direct sale side of it, which was a little bit over 4 years ago, actually less than 4 years ago, we always wanted to take the top leadership to see the Dead Sea, actually to experience. I want to talk more about experience later. To experience the environment, the Dead Sea, the minerals, to feel it for yourself, to see where it's coming from, to believe in it, right?
Right.
We talk about the Dead Sea. Kai talked about faith and history. You know, whether you believe in God or not, we can still understand that that's where everything started. It's Jerusalem. It's the beginning. They say it's the beginning of the Western culture, the way we know it. Because from here, through what we know is the Bible, it expanded to Europe through Rome, and expand all over of course, Europe and England, and from there to the USA as well. So that's the beginning of everything, and I think that this experience is critical. But it's more than just the experience. And Guy said it. You know, you promote a product that you believe in. You promote a product that you want to see for yourself. And you guys, and you, Josh, you know, because you've been there. But you guys will see it in 2 days. Once you go into the water, once you float, once you feel these oils all over your body, covering your body, you know what it means to actually promote these products. And that's not even, it's not all, because for us to put this trip together, except for the experience which we just talked about, I think that one of the most important part of it is for the top leadership of the company to come together and experience each other. You know, in this case, in this amazing environment of Israel, experience each other. Yes,
to get to know each other. I don't want to experience English second language.
Experience each other in a way that you learn more about what we like, how we want to do. You know, how we want to build this community. What is the vision? What exactly are we thinking? Do we think alike? And if not, how can we make it better? And that's part of the experience that we said. You know, this is where, in this trip, are when the decisions on the future of the community are being made. And you know it, and we've been there, and we've been to these trips, and we start talking about things, and we bring it together, and the leadership, the relationship becomes stronger, and that's actually the future of our community. And that's why these trips are so important. You know, obviously, we're happy to invest in top leadership. We're happy to invest these amazing 5-star retreats. Because you deserve it. You are the reason why we have everything that we have, and we will never forget who made us who we are, and that's the great way to show the appreciation of it. But I think it's important to emphasize about that because Peak is coming, and Peak is as important event as this Diamond Retreat.
I would agree.
You know, in Peak, we're going to come together into a room of probably 700 to 1,000 leaders, people that already achieved the level of executive and higher, and we're going to be there. We're going to get the best training we can for the community. We're going to learn exactly what just was said in few words right now, how to become a 7-figure earner. It's something that requires a lot of understanding, and I think that most of it is to believe in what you do, believe in yourself. And through this training, we're going to learn how to do it right, how to do the activity that we just talked about, how to teach the activity, and how to simplify it, because it's all about making it simple. We're going to have Les Brown. Les Brown is an amazing trainer. We're going to get to learn from him, from the top leadership of this company. We're going to pour into you everything that we can to make you successful, because we know that once you are successful, this community and our ability to expand is limitless. And that's why I want you to understand that Peak is the deal. You want to be there. You want to make sure that not only you are going to be in Peak, you want to make sure that you have as many people as possible, as many agents as possible in your team that will qualify for that. And if they're running for it, you need to believe in it. Just buy the ticket right now, because you will be there. You need to understand that if you make a commitment, I'm going to be an executive, I purchase a ticket, so you might as well. And when you're going to be there, I promise you, if you want to know what is your income going to be after Peak, you need to count how many executives you brought to Peak, and that's what we know from experience. So you know, as you know, these events are important, Tosh. Very important.
Isaac, one thing that I find really amazing about Secret, and certainly attractive, I think, to so many people is most of them get involved in the company. You're just kind of a cog in the wheel. You show up, and voice doesn't matter, even if you're working in the trenches and you've got great ideas. And there's certainly a lot of people out there, being the fact that Secret's so young, and of course the fastest growing direct sales company in the world right now, which is remarkable. We're still young, you know. We have room for expansion. We have room for you. We have room for your ideas, and that's what I find amazing at these leadership events, especially like the Diamond Trip here. And you said it. You know, we collaborate, and your voice matters. And of course, at Peak, your voice is going to matter. I want to ask a little bit about your leadership style, because it's very unique. It's kind of a talk about the entire industry. Everyone talks about this leadership style, which is unique, where you listen to the field. Why is it that you've chosen this route, where you truly listen to your leadership rather than just kind of carving your own path?
You know, that's a very important question, Josh. And let me explain. In leadership styles, there are many, and there is not one way to be successful. You can be successful in I'd say 10 ways of leadership, right? You can be harsh on people, you can be the one that push them, you can be the one to listen to them, and there are so many styles out there, and it's not just saying things and saying, okay, that's how I'm going to do, because people will tell you, if you listen too much, you might fail. If you don't listen, you might fail, right? So it's kind of a balance that you have to find. But what I learned is the following, okay? We're not in a place or style that we tell people what to do and they do it and say, if you don't follow us, you can go somewhere else. And that can work because sometimes strong leadership, I'm just what we're doing, nobody asks questions, and that's charge. Can work, obviously, we saw it. The way we do business is we learn and we understood that for us to really keep the integrity of the community and also to be able to set the foundation to be $1 billion company, not just another company, we have to listen to the people in the field. But not only just to listen to what you have to say. People that are just flipping the pages in the wall party. By the way, we as a leadership, we made an oath, a commitment that we flip pages with you. When we did the S4S challenge, the system that Kai was talking about, I was doing 2 wall parties a week for 4 weeks straight. You can't just ask people to do it, not do it yourself. Once you experience it, and for me it was easy. I was flipping pages, and I said, oh, wait a second, I think we can do it easier. Oh, this is maybe too complicated. And you learn from that. So let alone when you experience it, when you come from the field, we know that every little piece of information that comes from you is a valuable information. Sometimes we change too fast, and we know because we're excited when you hear something that is good, we want to do it fast. But what I want you to understand, I want you to know that we get this information. We learn from that. That's how we build the company. That's why we have the products that we have today. You need to trust us that we're going to make every step possible to integrate as many of these new ideas and good ideas into the system of secret because we want to be the best. And you have the ability to show us what is needed to be the best.
And I personally love that. I know Kai does. Last question on this line is that your leadership style, because you listen, you also do something very rare that I've seen in my almost 20 years being around the profession. You call the people, not only in the trenches. I mean, it's a CEO it's an agent. He's like us. He's actually a networker. And this guy's built the organization, being in the field, talking to people, doing it. But what shocks me is, we get a report that talks about the new advancements that happen. And I know you can't call everybody, but I'm sure there's a lot of people on right now that you actually personally called when they achieve silver, when they achieve gold, platinum, when they achieve the ranks. And you've learned a lot about a couple things, in that process. One is that almost every aspect of everybody, regardless of their background, can do it. I want you to talk a little bit about that because there's people out there right now that are brand new, and maybe they don't think they can do it. But you've talked to so many people. Can you hit on that a little bit?
Yeah, obviously, and I think that it's not only me. It has to come from every leader, and I'm sure that you, Kai, with thousands of people in your organization, and you, Josh, obviously, with tens of thousands, and what you guys are able to build, I think we know that it's not going to be so simple and easy to talk to everybody that advances in the rank. And every day we wake up and we see all this rank advancement. And usually I would try to call the executives, the bronze. I'm not going to call the silvers and the platinum. They don't need me anymore. I know what I mean. I'm going to call the people that just started and to hear their stories. And I can tell you that the stories are always new, are always fresh. It's always something that you say, really, I didn't know. It can be somebody that was at home, watching, taking care of their kids, and they were homestay mom, and suddenly somebody came with these products, and then you see a bronze, and you call her, and you hear somebody that's excited out of her mind. It can be somebody like Kai, an engineer, that somebody showed them the product and was so excited about the product, and decided to do it part-time, and they're silver. Obviously, they may be making well over 6 figures outside, but they made their silver promotion. They got excited. It can be a doctor like Dr. Ho. It can be somebody that was a mechanic, somebody that is just looking to do some extra money, especially now with the new program of the daily pay. Once you introduce new customers to Secret, you get paid commission 20 to 25% based on your rank. If you're at bronze, it's 25%, but you get paid now. And that's something big. And the stories that I hear, it's just everybody. I was the beginning prejudging. Said no, I would look at people because I come from the military, and we always look and try to find the talent. And I would look at people and say, there is no way. I don't think that this person is going to be successful. Or I would look at somebody and say, this guy, this girl, they're going to be the one. And I I was wrong many times. You can't prejudge. You do not know who's going to be the next silver in your team, the next diamond in your team. So you better just do everything you can to invest in these people, show them the opportunity, teach them the system, and you'll see the results.
Now, last question, because I love that whole aspect of being able to talk to the brand new people. I know a lot of people are out there that they relate with that. We're here in Israel.
Yeah.
The sun's about ready to come up here. It's tomorrow for everybody on the Pacific time zone or East time zone. What would be the one thing you'd say to everyone out there to help encourage them get to the next trip and let them know that yes, they can actually do it? Kai, you made that, and basically within a year, actually before that trip, that year, you just got started, you just engaged, and you made it happen. So, what would you say to people right now that would help them understand that A, they can do it, and B, that it's important that they're here with us?
Yeah, I'm sure that you guys will give also some tips because you made it, and obviously I'm watching and I'm seeing what's really working for people. Okay, so some people come and they look at it and say, okay, I want to be diamond. I want to be diamond because I want to be in the next retreat. And you look at diamond and say, okay, diamond, I have to have 80,000 in each one. It's a lot, and you get scared and you get discouraged. You say there is no way I can do that in 4 weeks. 80,000 of BV. It's just something that sometimes seems impossible, and it is impossible for the person to start. And I just want to tell you, do not think about diamond as the 80,000 BV in each side. I want to think about diamond. I want to think about bronze. Let me tell you why you want to think about bronze. Bronze is the position that you know that you can achieve by yourself with no outside help. You're going to come over there and you're going to make it work. Some people, by the way, even make it to silver, and I even saw people getting to gold just on their own time and work. Right. And that's crazy because it's hard. I'm saying even look at bronze. Don't go all the way above. Once you do that, what you want to do is you want to gather your 3 to 4 people, strong 3-4 people that you know that are willing to go with you, that are excited about the next diamond destination, the same way as you. Right. You lock arms with them and say, okay, guys, I know how to get to bronze. You better now get to bronze. It's your responsibility. And after we do that, we have to teach as many people as possible to do that. Just think about it. Bronze. That's what you have to think. And if you do that, and if you learn how to multiply that, you're going to be diamond by no time. And the people around you. Now, why you want to have these 3-4 people? And that's my style, at least. I know that I have to run with people around me. I know that I have to have people committed as me. I can't have everybody relying on me. I have to have other people in my organization that help me create a success, that are there to fight with me. And I think that that's one of the most important phases of building the business, and that's how you're going to make it next week.
Absolutely.
It's exactly the same thing. I would say this: don't ever look at the volume, but look at the key leadership. And I learned something in my early careers that if you have 2 to 3 person who are willing to carry the sword and fight a battle with you, then you're going to win. So when I got into this business, and the reason I want to go back to the system as for asset, the reason we have number 4 is because we want to have 4 leaders that are willing to do and willing to fight the battles we want to fight. So if you want to go on a diamond trip, look for 4 guys that want to be on a diamond trip with you and run with them. Because like Isaac said, you don't need to have 80,000 volume. You need two ruby. One on left, one on right. We're ready to go. So basically looking 4 guys that want to run with you and work with them, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah.
So basically, working on leadership. What we were saying is focus on the activity, not the results. You focus on the activity, what you need to do, the results start to come.
Yeah. The volume is right there. If you think about your trade, you're going to be 2 ruby, right? 2 ruby, 1 on left, 2 platinum on each side. Think about that, 2 platinum. And then another 3 goals on each side. And if you focus on the leadership, the volume is going to be over the limit, over 80,000. I run that way. That's why the volume never hit the bare minimum. We will always hit the maximum because we focus on the leadership and the volume flow.
And focusing on leadership, just so I'm clear, so what does that actually mean? Like focusing on leadership. I get that you want to work with the people, but how do you drive that?
Okay.
Behavior.
A lot of people looking for a weak spot and work. I look for the strong spot and work. So, and it's again, this got to go back to where I learned from Craig Holiday too. It's a combination I learned from different leaders. It's basically a lot of us tend, when we work in a binary, we tend to go focus on this on a weak leg so we can max out a binary, max out all that kind of income. But I work driven on the leadership. So, for example, let's say I have 5 leaders over here and I have 0 leaders over here. I will drive with these leaders. I can work with them driving them. This excitement gonna transfer over to this side, and also it's also transfer my credibility, because if I can develop 5 leaders over here, then a lot more leaders will join me and running this side.
You know what I like about what you're saying here is, this is key, guys. This is a key statement here. You're not focusing on you and your advancement, because a lot of people do that. They're like, oh, I got 2 lines. This one's not doing as well. Let me focus here. And what you're saying is, listen, it doesn't matter to me. I don't want. It's not about my advancement. It's about me helping these people advance. By me doing that, I'm getting the experience. I'm driving the proper behavior, and doing so as I'm recruiting over here, they see that success. They have more confidence in you.
Yes.
You've gained the knowledge in doing this, and you can transfer it over to these teams.
Absolutely. Okay. The prospect, and here's a tip: the prospect don't think about what is your rank. The prospect think about what you can help them to achieve their rank. So this is your proven record right here. So if you have success with it, driving it, because the more success they have on your organization, the more credibility you have to build this.
See, that's why you got to be on these vision calls every week. You get these incredible tips here, and you don't want to miss next week either. We're going to be wrapping up here in a moment. That was phenomenal. Make sure you tune in for next week's Vision Cast. Mr. Isaac Bench, I know you hate that, but Isaac, I love you, brother. What's the final thing you would say closing out this call?
You know, it's exciting times in Secrets. I can't deny it. It's like living a dream. You know, and it's not only, okay, we're successful, that's great, it's inevitable. We have good people coming together, we will be successful no matter what. But to see that we created such an impact in the profession, in the industry, you know, we brought and we say, you know what, just let the product do the work for you. Let people experience the product, you know, see the results for themselves. And I said that I'm going to talk about experience, but before that, I just wanted to know, you know, we just got the award, of course, to be the top top in growth company in the world in the professional network marketing. We're the top company as far as growth, and that's not something that it just happened to every company.
Right.
It's just only few companies made it that we know about, and we know that this type of title carry a lot of responsibility, but also it's an amazing tool for you. You know, think about it. You know, somebody come to you and say, who would you want to join? You want to join companies that are in maybe number 1 or 2 or 3 that are sitting over there, they're in the same numbers and they're there forever, or you want to join the highest growing company within the industry in the world.
Right.
You know, and why I'm saying it's not just to show off with it. There is a reason why Secret is growing so fast. I just came from Taiwan 3 days ago. I got to spend over 3 days with our Korean leaders. And it's just amazing how the same exact philosophy, the same exact message is going through the Korean team. They just go out there and they experience the product. They go out there and they make a commitment. You know, experiencing the product is great. It's about they get so many customers and excitement from agents. But I think that one of the things that I like about what Kai is doing and how he's teaching his team to become successful is igniting the drive in their head to understand, I am going to take responsibility of my life. I'm going to work hard. You know, people can tell you, oh, you just do it part-time, you're going to make a lot of money. No, it's not true. You're going to do it part-time, you're going to make part-time money, which is great. You know, you have an opportunity. But if you want to do full-time, a significant amount of income for you and your family, so you can afford the big things, you need to follow this philosophy of you work hard, you become committed, you do whatever it takes. Because I know in my life, and you know because you did the same, when I was in the point that I wanted more, I gave it everything that I have. Everything that I have. And I'm excited about it. And I know that we are going towards this new direction with Secret that is going to take us to places that we never dreamt about before. You know, I said I'm going to talk about experience. I read something very interesting about how the world is changing through times, right? So at the beginning, you know, people were looking at commodities. Commodities were whatever you can take from the ground, you know, what you can grow, and all the materials that you can bring. And for commodities, it was, you know, demand and you know, and availability, whatever available out there, whatever the demand, and people will trade with commodities. Right. And then the industrial era came, right? And with the industrial era, the goods started. Okay, we took the commodities and created goods from them. And goods was based on cost. Okay, I want to get it, okay, the cheapest I can. And then we advanced into the service era. And it was very interesting because I read it and I was intrigued. And with service, people were looking for quality. I want to get the best service for the best quality. And now we're moving into an era of experience. This is the experience era. But people now, they don't think about how much it costs or if there is availability or not. If they experience something that they like, they will buy. They will put their future with it. And it's, the experience is measured. And I read it and I was shocked because that's what we know by authenticity. The authenticity of the information, of the experience itself. If it's real, if it's real, you're going to get connected to it. And what I was reading, he gave this amazing example. He said, you look at coffee, right? So the coffee, a cup of coffee, if you take just a grain of coffee, it's maybe 2-3 cents, or exactly of the cup of coffee, if you take it as a commodity. But then if you make it as a good, as a coffee, you go out to the store and you buy the coffee, it can be 30 cents for a cup of coffee. If you look at the service, it can be in a gas station. You're going to pay probably 50 cents to 99 cents a coffee, right? And you just want to make sure that it's a quality coffee, but that's what you buy. Look at Starbucks. They took they make it an experience, and now they can charge $2-3. And that's why you bring quality products with experience to people. This is why these products are luxury. That's why nobody's going to ask you about the price, because you give them experience that is real. And for me, I was reading and said, this is it. That's what we're doing over here in Secret.
Exactly. I mean, that is what we're doing. We're creating a world-class customer experience, and we get to participate in this, which is amazing. I appreciate you sharing the opportunity with us, you and your partners worldwide, allowing all of us to participate. You have that same opportunity, but the trick is getting engaged and doing it now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Engage tonight. Make it happen. Make a decision that you're going to be at peak. Make a decision that this is your opportunity. It's not our company. It's not Isaac's company. It's not the partner's company. It's your company, and you can get as much as you want if you decide right now to take action and go out there and make it yours by doing the work. And what's that? Simply going out there and put the product on people, let the product do the heavy lifting, sharing the stories, being honest, being yourself. You don't have to be a salesperson like Lauren said. Just go out there and be consistent and get in front of people, and then get them out to the events like Peak and like the Vision Cast this next Sunday. With that, guys, it's an honor, it's a privilege.
Maybe you should show them a glimpse of Tel Aviv, you know?
Look, yeah, that's a good idea. Check out, this is Tel Aviv, my friends. Here we got the Mediterranean Sea.
No, they show the bear.
Oh yeah, we got the bear going on right here. This bear waving for you. The Mediterranean Sea, the sun is rising over the beautiful city of Tel Aviv here. Only here in Israel, only with Secret, at the Diamond Destination. My friends, forgive us for not doing the questions and answers this evening. We got to get some bed. Get to bed. It's almost 6 a.m. for us. We got some early meetings. We love you. This is Isaac Ben Shabbat, Kai, Josh Denny signing off here from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.